This red 40 is too good. What's good, my beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of Frieren. So, episode 14. Honestly, at this rate, I can't tell if we're moving fast or slow. But regardless of the fact, I am enjoying every single episode. I don't think there's been like a kind of like bad or... And this episode was alright. Even like the less action-packed episodes have all been splendid. And that's why I really enjoy Frieren, because I really haven't been in my anime bag. When you grew up watching as much anime as I did at 14 years old, and now you're in your fucking 20s. I don't know if saying anime doesn't hit the same is the word that I'm looking for, but I definitely don't binge watch anime like I used to. And I really need to get out of that mindset, because I'm like, oh, if it doesn't just catch my eye right away, or if it's not like some fighting or action-packed, I don't want to watch it. But this show has restored faith in me. It has those wholesome moments, it has those serious moments, and when it comes to the fighting, they are swinging those spells around. But before we get any further, if you are watching this right now, if you would do me a giant favor, if you haven't already, if you would hit that like button, it goes a long way. It really helps out the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. And with all that being said, last episode we got our 4th member, which I didn't see coming. I felt like they needed another member, but I didn't know if that was going to happen. In certain senses of just like even like my anime list and doing my bookmarks, I feel like I spoil myself for certain things, because now I'm thinking, oh, how long is he going to last? Because on the thing it says he's a supporting character, which I know I shouldn't be looking at that shit. So it's like, again, if I miss something or something like symbolizes something or another meaning and blah blah blah, please let me know in the comments. I greatly appreciate it. I want to know. I'm not going to get everything on my first watch. And with that being said, as always, all my socials will be linked below in the description. But nonetheless, let's get into this episode.
This town seems to have a lot of nice stalls.
We're in a new town.
Worth doing some looking around. Mere paces in, and this place is clearly full of life. You can tell by the number of bars.
You like, they get that so good hard. Liquor. I wonder what's his favorite drink of choice. I don't know if he maybe said it and I wasn't paying attention. Like, what's the cocktails look like in this verse? Laced with some magic or what?
What do you gain by being so rude? You berate me every single chance you get. If you hate me, just come out and say it already. Ugh, I'm going back to my master.
You're going back? All the way back?
What's all the noise about? Lovebirds.
Yeah, what happened? What'd she say? Lovebirds.
If you weren't aware, today is Fern's birthday. She's not.
Damn. She did give him some.
If you ask me, you were a bit too harsh this time.
To be honest, I didn't get you anything either. When it comes to us men, we couldn't care less about trivial dates, you know.
Wait, how? Bro, I need like dates on everything.
Get it? Okay, I'll go pick
no,
up a treatment for your birthday if you'll stop. At least spare my knees.
We need our knees, man. We hit like 30 of them. They just don't work the
same. I feel even more sorry for him. But a girl like you has the power to stir up the emotions of a boy like him into a whirlwind.
The way they're putting this, I feel like what I was talking about a couple episodes ago might be valid.
Fancy. Her hair ornament has a butterfly on it too.
A cute pouch you've got there.
You don't like it?
I don't like how used to keeping the company of women you seem.
Of course.
Wait,
so,
what is that supposed to mean?
Find Stark? I understand. It's not that you don't like the guy. You just aren't used to keeping the company of men your own age. Oh, to be young. Choose whatever you want. We can take a look at some other shops too.
Thanks, but...
Fine, guess I'll choose on my own. Anyway, if he did forget to get you something, don't take it personally. I doubt there are many years he even remembers his own birthday. Don't blame the fool.
Nah, for real. I forget all the time, and I'm like, there's no way I'm this old.
You must already have some birthday shopping memory you consider sacred. That's why you told me no.
He really spit for real.
That could be
the group might have needed, like, you know, somebody that's a little wise.
Apologize to Stark, some experience. Then you two can pick out the best present.
An older person. Because even though Frieren's like 1,000 years old, but she's basically fucking 14 like them as well, let's be honest.
You remember that people can't know how you feel until you tell them.
Not mind readers. Very true.
You're right.
Even though in this verse, somebody might be. I don't know.
I'm sorry about all the kicking.
Fern.
Sorry. I wanted to choose a gift with you to make sure you'd love it. But after you got upset, I didn't want it to look like I was trying to dig myself out of a hole. So I didn't say anything. Come even more mad at me.
See, he was right.
That wouldn't have made me mad in the slightest, Mr. Stark. Would you forgive me? I was too harsh with you.
Aww.
Please.
Look at them. I've been saying this the entire season, but the growth.
Yeah.
This wholesome ass show. I really hope this show doesn't take a turn for the worse.
Spying on the sweetheart?
It has like a dark side.
It's in poor taste, Frieren.
Frieren,
You're
she
doing
is
the
on
same.
the roof.
I'm just
Laid
glad
up.
they made up. This can't have been easy for you, Frieren. Looking after 2 kids all alone?
You understand relationships?
Make that 3 kids.
I was right. I was just saying that.
It struck me as odd Fern turned to me for advice. A girl wouldn't do that unless she has someone in her past she's comparing me to.
You do know Fern was raised by Heiter, don't you?
He was a great priest.
When he wasn't drunk, he was deathly hungover. He was terribly picky with his food. Quit it, Heiter. And he lied more often than not.
I haven't had a drop all day.
He
Yeah.
was a corrupt priest, plain and simple. Though I admit,
I
your
haven't had a drop
gravity
all
far
day.
exceeds his.
Sounds nothing like the Heiter I remember. A proper grown-up. The very opposite of what I've become.
Hey, he can be both.
Truth is, though my body has grown and shrunk, my mind has hardly changed since I was a child. I've pretended to be an adult all my life.
They
It's
had
still
great
within
lives
me.
too, man.
I'd like to be a proper grown-up, but I fear I'll pretend until I die. It's important
Nah,
that
for real.
children have adults. Little
This
ones can
show
thrive
is just
without
hitting
emotions,
home.
please,
It's saying
the
For You
hard-working
page.
sort.
The head paps from Frieren.
I must admit that was much nicer than I expected. Frieren, I'll have a word with the goddess for you. When you join me, you should be praised by her too, my friend.
What is the lifespan of an elf?
What do
She's
you think
praising,
you're
bro.
doing, Frieren?
In my opinion, you're as proper as grown-ups come, Zine.
Hey, she asked the sig for
If
him.
only you were an older lady, this moment would be perfect.
Did you buy a new bracelet?
Well, kind of.
I have a ring with the very same pattern on it. It was a gift from Himmel for a job well done.
What are
I
the
think it would match
odds?
perfectly. Let me think. Where did I put that?
It's in her
thing?
trinket box full of trinkets.
Under here?
Maybe too many trinkets.
Yes. You're so
Frieren,
disorganized.
put it away. What just happened? No, the trinket.
Avian monsters are cunning beasts and very skilled at
Ain't no
concealing their
way.
larvae. What to do?
No, the horse.
Let's defeat the monster and then figure something out.
We'll have to abandon ship. I'll fly out with our new merchant ally. And
How about the horse? We're gonna let the horse
get my
drop.
cargo together.
Get eaten?
Hey, and me?
I figured that you could jump down.
Yeah, just do like
That would kill
a
me.
skill.
Don't look at me like I'm crazy! You know, good and
Hammer
well, that would
strike,
snap
axe
every
strike,
bone
or
in my
something
body!
like that.
Bison could free fall from any height without getting so much as a scratch.
Jesus. Bro, just head first.
What is wrong with this man?
Heiter was appalled.
Whatever it is that we do, we should probably do it quick. This
Ain't
type
no way
of
she can't.
monster kills its prey by slamming it into the ground.
Oh. Ugh, that was tough. She hopped out the whip.
You better not drop us!
Dark, shut up, bro. Hey, the horse is okay.
We're alive.
Indeed, indicating our plan was a success.
He's the only thing that's floating.
What's worse is she called it a plan. The greater concern is your carriage. It
we
needs
not put that
major
together?
repairs.
Sorry.
Please don't apologize. I'm thankful. If it had just been me, I would surely be dead.
The compilation of fixing the carriage and putting the trinkets back.
It should be right here. I wonder
Oh, the
where
ring?
it went.
So you ended up being the one to choose?
I wanted him to pick whatever he thought would be best.
Yeah, should have seen that coming. Her type is the hardest to deal with.
Truth.
Look at Fern's face.
What about this one? 3 hours of trying to gauge her reactions.
I can hear everything they're saying.
It was all worth it since she likes it so much.
Attaboy. That design is of a mirrored lotus. In the language of flowers, it means eternal love. Around these parts, it's a common symbol to give to a lover.
Wait, does she know
I
that?
have no idea, okay? It's all a misunderstanding. You think I've got the first clue about the language of flowers?
No, of course not. You're an idiot.
You're being even meaner than usual.
Damn.
So, should I
Nothing,
find something
man.
to replace it?
You put an incredible
no,
amount
it's
of
hers.
effort into picking out the perfect gift for me. Don't suggest such a thing again.
I love this show, bro. They're doing the classic anime trope shit.
Mistress Frieren,
I guess she's still looking for the ring
we
this
finished
whole
repairing
time, huh?
the carriage.
Understood.
You've
They
been
was there for
sneaking
a
away
week,
from us at
chilling.
night. What is it that you're looking for?
The ring Himmel gave me.
Let me help.
The Lord of the Ring.
We'll wait to leave for town until we found it.
That's all right. If we don't have any luck tonight, then I'll give up. I've grown used to
She knows how
losing
important.
things.
Let's look for it together.
This is a spell for finding lost accessories. I was
Ain't
intending
no
to give
way.
it to you as a reward for all your assistance with my carriage and horse.
Bro had a spell ready. For lost like spell, lost and found. Oh wow, it was so far away. She was not gonna find that. At least anytime soon.
Frieren.
Ah, yes.
Aw, damn. No, that's cute as shit.
I meant to ask, why exactly are you wearing a mirrored lotus bracelet?
Because
Hey.
Mr. Stark is an idiot.
No respect.
I'm not gonna lie, I needed those laughs and those giggles. One thing about this show, and again, like I told y'all earlier in other shows, I don't go too deep into like who's voice acting this and who made this and who's the director and all that, da. But one thing I can tell about everyone that had a hand in this show, especially the creator, they have a soul. You're probably thinking like, hey, everybody has a soul, bro. But for me, it's just like, even though this show is about magic and all this other crazy stuff going on, the relatability with just so many little nuances that they talk about in the show. Like, people in this show think how people in real life would think. Another thing about a lot of modern anime, a lot of things about anime is you have parts or stories where it's like, no human being would think like that, or why are they not doing this? It doesn't make any sense, but it's for the story or however it was written. And sometimes that can kind of throw you off. But in this show, they really stick to nature. And I like that, and I love it. I really need to start taking notes like during this show, because I originally had a point that made me like think of all that, and I was gonna go into like more details or whatever, but hey, it is what it is. I love seeing Fern and Stark's relationship build. I feel like maybe a couple episodes when I was saying that, it wasn't too far of a stretch. I do think they like each other, and I think this shit is wholesome as fuck. It's a ship that I want to see sail. And if I'm keeping it a buck, going off the topic of talking about like relatability and all that, the priest might be one of the most relatable to me. Damn near everything he was talking about, I agree with, and I feel where he's coming from. I feel like having that maturity in the group really benefits them. Again, touching on growth, everyone is growing at a crazy rate, especially Fern and Stark, obviously, because they're humans and they're getting older. It's already been another year, which is wild. I love seeing all these new human interactions and relationships that make Frieren think about like things in the past, and then she connects the dots, and then she's like, whoa, and then it opens up like another fucking chapter in her brain, and then she learns more and she understands, and then she cares more about stuff, because she was really like, again, really cold, which makes sense. But even with the ring, I'm not gonna say that she completely just did not care, but you can tell by the end of this episode it meant more. Like, because of course she cared because she kept it and who it came from, but now I feel like just that interaction with everything like opened up an emotion, if that makes sense. Not saying she didn't have it or she hasn't experienced anything like that, but I feel like that officially opened the floodgates. And I love to see it, because I feel like this show does it better than like slice of life anime. There's some shows that the entire premise of the show is about this, but this show does it better, and it's not even just focused on that. So again, this show is amazing. It's special. It's near and dear to my heart. I can't wait to get further into it. As always, if you stuck around this long, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. I feel like I've been yapping forever. I apologize. So I'm going to get up out of here. I will see y'all in the next one. Thank you for watching and have a great rest of your day or night.